Okay, so let's talk about the craziest NBA trade that has happened in NBA's modern history. Maybe in history, period. And spoiler alert, this all boils down to rich white owners trying to hold on to their money and not about winning rings or championships, but shh, we'll get into it. I know folks are trying to make sense of this trade, and that's what this video is about to do, because the common held opinion is that this trade is bizarre on both sides. But I think the problem is a lot of folks are trying to center LeBron, center the Lakers, and center why they made the trade. And if you look and focus keenly on the Dallas Mavericks, it'll all make sense. Let's follow the money and see where it goes. Let's get into it. And see, wait, when you say money, what are you referring to exactly? Oh, something slight. Just $346 million that Luka Doncic was eligible for via a Supermax because he was drafted by the Dallas Mavericks, that he was going to sign this summer. There's no doubt in this current CBA climate that if you know, you know, but I'm going to talk about this later in this video, but not too much. Let me set the scene. Dang. So last night, NBA fans got the craziest notification of all time. Most of us thought that it was Centel. I know I did for like 3 to 5 minutes, that the Dallas Mavericks were trading away their star player, their franchise player, their internationally renowned player, along with Maxi Kleber, which is also a good player, to the Los Angeles Lakers for Anthony Davis, Max Christie, and 1 draft pick. One for Luka. This is the entire breakdown of the trade details if you're interested. Yeah, because Jazz was in there too, but they're irrelevant to the story. I know NBA fans don't care about this probably, but indulge me. Then Beyonce launched her Cowboy Carter tour, which added to the chaos last night. But anyway, back to what I'm talking about. Now, this was not a fire sale for Luka, meaning that the Dallas Mavericks were not shopping Luka to anybody who would listen. They literally went like a thief in the night to the Lakers saying, I got Luka. I have Luka. And we all know that Rob Pelinka and Jeannie Buss are literally no better than Jeff in the Chicago Sky. Like, they're trash. They're the definition of DEI hires. If you know, you know. They're the DEI hires that Trump needs to be talking about. Nepotism and ineptitude at its best. But even the Nepo baby herself, Jeannie Buss, could not turn down Luka, because who would? And if you're only asking for 30 plus AD and Max Christie in 1 draft pick, I'm taking it. So for the Lakers, this is not about the Lakers. And no, Shams has already reported LeBron did not know. Nobody knew. Luka didn't know. AD didn't know. So let's talk about the real tea. And this is why I said follow the money and see where it goes. You see, Mark Cuban used to be a majority owner of the Dallas Mavericks, but he sold his majority stake, to the Adelson family of Las Vegas. And see, why did he do that? Because the NBA is not as profitable as it used to be. And smart business owners like Mark Cuban, like the sale that went on or is going to go on in the Celtics organization, they're selling off their stake because the NBA's profit is going down with the new CBA and all of these large contracts. So the smart business owners are getting out now to try to save money, and Mark Cuban's no exception. Now, he's still involved, but he's a minority owner. So the Adelson family is the big family that took a big part of Mark Cuban's stake, who had a big part of this trade. You see here that Mark Cuban says that he was not involved in the trade. They didn't talk to him about it. And Mark Cuban has already admitted that he would sell his wife, his kids, anything before he would trade off Luka Doncic. So you know he had nothing to do with this. So the reason behind this trade is that if you're a new owner that has to find a way to make money in this NBA system, this NBA ownership, where it's no longer as profitable as it used to be, you cannot give out a Supermax contract to a Luka Doncic who already has conditioning issues. They're saying that he has beers before practice. They can't get him to be serious. I've been told y'all that Luka is just very unserious, very whiny, out of shape. I said that he's not acting like a superstar, somebody who wants to win a championship. It became very clear that because of Luka's ongoing consistent conditioning issues, attitude, lackadaisical attitude, that they just felt like he was not worth taking some of their money, their profit, their stuff to give him a Supermax contract. And to be honest, if you look at AD, who can now go to the 4 position, Kyrie, that is fully capable of leading a team to the promised land without Luka, because him and Luka were always stepping on each other's toes. I'm pretty sure the Mavs felt like, you know what, I don't feel like we have a future with Luka, and we're just going to see if this can work in the short term. Now, in the long term, I think this is a piss poor idea. I think AD is already in his 30s. Kyrie's in his 30s. I don't know where this is going, but in the short term, I can see how this works. And as far as the Lakers, even if this, to me, which I think may be a bit of a disaster with the LeBron and Luka experiment, you get a star franchise player for the future now that LeGoat is retiring. And to me, whether you're able to win now with LeBron or not, if I'm able to get Luka, a franchise player, which is all the Lakers care about, they don't care about winning. They care about butts and seats. And if I'm able to get a butt in seats, Genie Bus, they don't care how much they have to pay this man. On top of the fact that now that he's traded to the Lakers, he's no longer even eligible for the Supermax. He's only eligible for $240-something million now at this point. So this trade was all about money. I hope that makes sense. You guys drop down below and let me know what you think.